Hey, what's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be reviewing and demoing the Pi by Spinetic Spinners. Oh yeah. So here goes one of the arms, and putting one of the arms gives you a crazy wobble, but you can spin the crap out of that just by shaking it. And then with two arms, yeah, here we go, with two arms, it's a lot more stable. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous, beautiful. But it'll come like this in the box. You get it out of the box like that. Now, the first thing that I did notice when I got this spinner is the first thing I wanted to do was take off the arms and start playing with it, right? Um, I noticed though that I was trying to take out these screws, and then you get this little warning, right? Let me bring out this little warning. It says the blue screwdriver may strip the screws. So I didn't even try using this thing. I was able to find another screwdriver that I got from actually taking apart a Wii U screen, a replacement screen. This is a screwdriver they gave me. That screwdriver works really well for these screws. But another thing too is when I took off one of these arms, you'll see that it has the cross in there. The other holes, let's see if I can zoom in close enough to that. There's a little Allen key that they give you, provided in this little Ziploc bag with three of these little screws. Now these are retainer screws for the bearing adapters. You'll get three of these with the package. You'll get the standard, here let me take off the button so you guys can see what that looks like. So you'll get the standard R188 bearing to I think 608 adapter, and then you'll get this 606 I think, or 688 to 608. I'm not too sure exactly what this one was for, but I'm never going to be using another bearing. I love freaking R188s. So anyways, getting back to the actual spinner, this thing is freaking balanced. Oh my god, it spins so beautifully. It's so quiet. Like seriously, watch. Can't hear a crap out of it. I will say my biggest complaint so far is how prone this thing is to fingerprints. It loves fingerprints. Even the buttons. Buttons love fingerprints too. I guess according to the to Joshua over at Spinetic, they're going to be coming out with brush finish on these attachment arms, which is yeah, I'm going to look forward to that. Hopefully they'll come out with different materials too. But the main thing that I wanted to point out about this thing is the spin characteristics from changing out the arms. So I just got this thing this morning. First thing I did was I got a screwdriver and I took off one of the arms and made it into a dual spinner. So let's show you what that looks like again. And you know what, before I do that, I just want to point out how it spins in a tri-arm configuration. I mean, it's just like any other tri-arm that you might have. Just like their Ys, you know, it spins just as good as the Y. You know, the Ys are very stable, just like the X's. Unfortunately, they don't have any other attachments right now out for the Pi. Right now, they only come with the three arms and then the three little retaining screws. Later on, they're going to be releasing more arms, more attachments. I hope they come out with another ring adapter, only because I want to make this ring a little bigger. Just for hand comfort. It is pretty hefty with the three arms. Let me get a scale and see what this weighs out to. Dang, totally spaced about my background music. Alright, anyways, so the zeroed out. Let's put this thing on there. See what we're looking at. So 102 grams with the three arms, right? And I have a retaining screw in each one. So let's take off the arms and show you what those weights look like. Alright, so here's the dual arm. Let's see what that weighs out to. So we're at 83 grams, and let's do one arm. Alright, so here's a single arm. And no joke, honestly, I mean, if you've never had a one-arm spinner, there's just such a crazy feel. I mean, this thing, you can see it move in my hand. It's just the weight of this thing, and then when you shake it, oh man, it feels so wicked. Anyways, let's see what the weight's like. 63.3. Alright, and this is my personal favorite configuration. No arms. Oh man, just like this. It's like one of those United mini ones. It just feels wicked spinning it in your hand. There's hardly any mass there, you know. But you know, it's still pretty heavy. Let's see what that's at. It's at 43.8 grams. So the one thing I did want to point out on this thing is that these little screws that it has on the side, I would really recommend when you get yours to use the retaining screws that comes in this little Ziploc baggie. Put them inside the holes. Don't leave the holes exposed. It comes without them installed. I don't know if that would be too much work for Spinetic to put those pre-installed, just to not leave any gaps open. But I would definitely, if you're gonna be getting this spinner and you take off all the arms, definitely fill in all those holes with the retaining rings or retaining screws, just to not leave any gaps in there, and also to bring the balance back to this thing. I mean, it's 188. It's gonna spin forever. But just in this configuration, you guys are going to freaking love it. Let me put some arms back on so you guys can see what the spin characteristics are of that. Now, I'm not going to lie, once you get this spinner, you're going to want to take it apart. Trust me, you're gonna want to play with it. You're gonna want to see what different configurations you can do. It does have 6 different holes all along the sides. So if you wanted to, you could just take off one of these arms and leave 2 off-centered like that, and it'll give you even more of that wiggle effect. But definitely do not use this little one. The last thing I want you guys to do is to strip this little screw, because I can only imagine how much of a pain in the ass it would be to remove it. Especially since, yeah, you have this little axis hole right here. You could probably cut it out if you strip it. I just don't know how you would get the rest of the spinner out. But yeah, man, I would definitely recommend getting a better little screwdriver. Just go to an electronics store or a little hobby shop and get yourself a small screwdriver set. And the first thing I did when I got this is I started to see which of these fit right. And I would just get the screwdriver and just try to see if I could twist it. This one I can't. It doesn't have any play. So, when you get these little screwdrivers, just make sure you have the right one. But, as for the version 0.08, damn, this thing is gorgeous. This thing is freaking beautiful. No joke. Spinetic, you guys kicked it out of the freaking park. Kicked it out of the park. Yeah, hit it out of the park. There you go. Baseball reference. Anyways, so I'm going to keep playing with this thing. I'm going to keep fidgeting with it. Honestly, as a 3-arm like this, it is kind of heavy. Hopefully, when they come out with more arms for this thing, they'll come out with arms that aren't as heavy. Maybe some stainless steel, some aluminum, some titanium ones. Ooh. I'm getting excited just thinking about all the different options you guys can do. Kind of like the modulator that Rob guy has. That has some pretty interesting designs already. So I'm hoping that Spinetic can come out with some real cool ones, especially with the price point of only $50 for these ones. Oh damn, you can't beat that. $50 for something like this, and then it comes with the 3 adapters. That's insane. Anyways, it comes with a little tin. I'm not going to show you that. That doesn't really matter, the tin. They're going to make changes anyways. I think they're going to put their branding on here somewhere. They're going to do, brushed weights and brushed buttons. And I think they're going to revise the buttons to not leave such a gap. Because there is a little gap, on both sides. I don't think I'm going to have an issue with pocket lint and stuff. Especially since I already, daily carry my Thrax. This thing, bearings last forever on these things. It doesn't get gunked up or anything. So, I'm expecting the same for this one. But other than that, man, if you guys are looking for a real good quality spinner, definitely recommend this one. Especially if you can't decide between a tri or a dual arm spinner, or even if you want a single arm spinner. It's just to be able to have that freedom to be able to do what you want with the spinner. That's just amazing for this thing. No joke. So yeah, if you're interested in getting one of these, check out Spinetic-Spinners.com. I think they still have a couple of them left in stock. But if you want to hold out for version 1.0, you can, but I don't really see why you would. This is already pretty kick-ass by itself. So anyways, thanks for watching my video, guys. If you guys have any questions, hit me up on SpinSpace or hit me up on Reddit. And I'll be sure to answer your guys' questions if I can. Thanks. Have a good one.